Hello students, how are you? So hope you are having a nice time listening to all the classes. So today we are going to see about tenses. What is a tense? Tense talks about the actions which we do at different times. As you all know from KG classes we have been studying tenses, past tense, present tense and future tense we have. But as you go to higher classes, we will have different categories of tenses. So now we are going to see about simple past, past continuous, past perfect and past perfect continuous tense. What were you doing in the morning? What did you do yesterday? What were you doing a month back? So when you understand these three questions, I am asking you, what were you doing in the morning? That means you are doing something in the morning, but that action is over. So that is called as a past. Past means which is something which is over. We always talk about the past. You are writing an exam, you got some lesser marks. So what you will say, if I had studied well, I would have got very good marks. So this past action is over, it cannot be changed. Suppose I am asking an imaginary question. God is appearing in front of you. He will be having his hand like this. Yes dear, whatever you want I will give you. He is asking you. You are in your 9th standard. What you will ask? Okay, it is an online class. I am answering on your behalf. Okay, I am assuming that God is standing in front of me. I am a 9th standard student and he is asking, what do you want? I will say, I want an Android phone. I want a good laptop. I want this. I want that. So many things you will ask. And he is asking you another question. I am giving you a tape recorder. You know what is a tape recorder? Now you know what is, you do not know tape recorder, but you know how to listen to music in an Android phone. So he is giving a tape recorder and he is saying that you can rewind any part of your life and come back to the present one. So you are in your 9th standard, you can rewind any part of your life and come back to the 9th standard. How many of us will rewind? So going to the past is rewinding. How many of us will rewind? Many of us would rewind. Very few will say, no God, I am happy with what I am having now. Very few will say that. Yes or no? It is an yes answer. Those very few, who will be those very few? Those very few will be your grandparents, because they have completed all the aspects of life. They have studied, they have worked, they have got married, they have got children. All their desires would have been fulfilled. But still there will be some desires which are unfulfilled desires. So the point here is, past cannot be rewinded. So life cannot be rewinded. As I told you, who will be living at the present? Your grandparents, because they have completed all aspects in life. But all of us, what I will say, if I get the rewind button, I would go back to my 10th standard public exam. I would have scored very good marks. Then 11th and 12th I would have taken biology. After completing biology, then 12th standard, again I would write entrance exam and got admission for medicine. I would become a doctor. Now I am a teacher, but when I was in my young age, 5th standard, I always wanted to become a doctor. It did not happen. So here we keep on rewinding things. So past, that is imaginary. Definitely God is not going to come in front of us. We will not go back to yesterday, or we will not even go back to the previous minute. We have to live this present minute and live the future. It cannot be rewinded at all. But this is an imaginary thing. But why do we want to have past? Why do we want to have past? It is essential because all actions, what we talk, what we do, it is all a continuity of yesterday, today and tomorrow. Past, present and future. When you are talking to your friends, when you are talking to your teachers, when you are talking to your parents, we always refer past. Your mom is preparing chicken biryani. What you will say? Ma, yesterday's biryani was tasty. Today's biryani is not tasty. We always refer the past. Yesterday you did one recipe. Last Deepavali I got a very nice dress. But this Deepavali no dress. So we all refer to the past. Last March, 2019 March, there was no corona. Last year it was raining a lot. Last year there was lot of prosperity. So many things we refer about the past. Anything which we talk about, any actions or any incident, we always refer about the past, and that is the reason why we should also know about past. And one thing is, we can have the past, but you should forget the bitter experiences. So we learn by our mistakes. So how these mistakes happen? When does this mistake happen? It happens in the past. You have committed a mistake in the answer paper, your exams are over. You cannot rewrite the exam. You can rewrite the exam, but that same exam you cannot write it again. So you again change yourself, correct your mistakes and do your exams in a perfect manner for the next time. So we shall see the various definitions of these 4 tenses. The first is simple past. What is a simple past? It is just an action which has happened in the past. It has happened recently. It is a basic form of past tense. Yesterday I was sleeping. Yesterday at this time I was writing my homework. Yesterday at this time I was playing with my friends. I went to movie yesterday. I listened to the songs yesterday. So many actions that had happened in the past. Now, continuous means any continuous tense, whether it is past, present or future, we use ing. A continuous tense is not complete without ing. What were I doing at this time yesterday? I was doing my maths homework. So, was is the past, doing is the continuous verb, but it is in a continuous form. The third is past perfect tense. What is past perfect tense? It expresses the idea that something occurred before another action in the past. One action had happened and past perfect is one more action included in the action. You can see the example here. I had never seen such a beautiful beach before I went to Kuwait. That means you have not visited Kuwait till such time, only after visiting this place only you have seen this. That means that you have not visited this particular place. So that is a past perfect tense. Fourth is past perfect continuous tense. So past perfect continuous tense usage is had been plus verb plus present participle. Of course, ing is also used. It shows an action that started in the past, continued up another time in the past. So 2 actions we are talking about. One thing has started, but it was still in the continuous process. I had been watching movie till my mother entered the room. I had been watching, had been is a past perfect tense, but what is a continuous here? Till the time your mother disturbed you, you were watching a movie. So now having known these 4 types of tense, I hope you are making a note of all these points. Let us go take each and every tense individually and see its usage. The first is simple past form. As I told you earlier, simple past is always used with verb plus ed. We always add ed to talk about past tense. Questions are made with negative forms also. You called Debbie. You called Debbie. It is a statement. That means called. It is a past tense. Did you call Debbie? Can be given in the question mark. In the negative aspect, you did not call Debbie. The same action, it is interpreted in the statement in the question form as well as in the negative form. Now going to the usage of simple past tense. The first usage is completed action in the past. So an action which is over. I saw a movie yesterday. I went to the market yesterday. I went to meet my friend yesterday. I went for a movie yesterday. I went with my friend for buying one notebook. So went, saw, all these are past tense. It has been completed. The action is over. What did you do at this time? I wrote my homework. Did you write your homework? I am asking you, you will answer that I wrote my homework. The second usage is a series of completed actions. Not one action but a continuous series refers to group of actions. You can see in this example, I finished work, walked to the beach and found a nice place to swim. So what are the actions here? First action is you have completed your work. That work can be your homework or any household work. As you are a 9th standard, you will be helping your mom in the kitchen. So you can complete your work, then walked to the beach. After finishing your work, you walked to the beach. Then found a nice place to swim. In the beach, you got a nice place to swim. So completion of work is one action, walking to the beach is another action, and swimming in the beach is the third action. So a series of action which is complete. It is not continuous, it has been complete. I finished my work, I went to see my friend, and on the way we went to the hotel for having food. The third is duration in the past. I lived in Chennai for 2 years. What does it mean? Now you are not in Chennai, but for 2 years only you were in Chennai. Now I am in Chennai. For the past 10 years I was in Nagarkovil. That means in the present only I am in Chennai, but the previous 10 years I was in Nagarkovil. So it talks about the duration. Fourth usage is habit in the past. We all have different habits. The habits which we have in the childhood will not be there now. When you were in 5th standard, you would have got different habits. 5th standard, just imagine your mom will say, whatever the food I give, he will eat without any difficulty. But now you make lot of difficult. I want this food, I want that food. Say for example, everyone like potatoes, right? So you want your mother to make potatoes all the day. Fifth usage is past fact or generalization. The generalized statement. She was shy as a child, but now she is very outgoing. What does it mean? When you are a small child, you are very shy. For example, twinkle twinkle little star, you go and ask a KG class child or first standard child, your brother or sister, you tell the rhymes, means they will not say, no I will not say, they will do a lot of actions, they will feel very shy. But now when I am asking you to say twinkle twinkle little star, you will feel so funny. It is not that you do not know, but now you don't want to say. But now when I am asking you to tell about whatever the points we discussed, some of you will come out very bold. Yes ma'am, these are the things which you told. You told about past tense, past perfect tense, then past perfect continuous tense, past continuous, so many things we discussed. So certain fact which was there earlier, it need not be there now. That is what past fact or generalization. So few people will have certain common habits which was there in the past, but now due to various reasons they are not able to do it. Next is past continuous tense. Past tense is an action which has been completed. What is continuous? An action which has started but it did not complete, it was continuous. So we use the formation of past continuous form is was or were plus verb plus ing. Was we use for single person, were we use for the second person. What were you doing? I was writing my homework when you are answering. So I am asking you a question, what were you doing yesterday? You can write, I was writing my homework, I was watching a movie, I was sitting simply, I was sleeping. So many answers you can give. Let's come for the examples. You were studying when she called. Were you studying when she called? You were not studying when she called. Ultimately, what were you doing when she called? She calling you, your friend is calling is an action, and what were you doing at that time? You were studying. So you did not complete your studies, but you are in the studying process. Now what were you doing 5 minutes back is my question. What were you doing 5 minutes back? Just 5 minutes back, I was listening to the class on past tense. So this action is not complete, but you were studying. Studied, I studied is different, but I was studying is a past continuous form. So an action which had happened in the past but not complete. Now the usage of past continuous tense. The first is interrupt action in the past. Interruption means a disturbance. Someone is disturbing, you are doing an action but someone is disturbing you. I was watching TV when she called. Imagine a normal classroom and your teacher is teaching, I am teaching you the same concept, and someone is knocking at the, coming to the classroom and saying, excuse me ma'am, principal ma'am wanted to meet you. So what has been happening? I was teaching the class when the attender came and called me. So it is an important meaning, something it can be. Or any of your parent had come to the class. So the attender would have come and disturb you in the class. Excuse me ma'am, so and so's parent, Mahesh's parents have come to take him. So what I was doing? I was teaching, but during that time someone had entered the class and disturbed it. It is an interrupted action in the past. The second is specific time as an interruption. So previously we saw an interruption in the past. Now another usage is a specific time. At 12 o'clock the attender entered the class. So we are specifying the time. At 12 o'clock means an action is in the past, but it was continuous. Last night at 6 p.m. I was eating dinner. What were you doing at 4 o'clock yesterday? I am specific about the time. Or I can ask you, what were you doing at this time? This time is, suppose if it is 4 o'clock now, this 4 o'clock, yesterday also the same 4 o'clock. So at the specific time I am asking you. So what you will do? At 4 o'clock I was doing such and such a work. I was sweeping the house. I was cleaning the vessels for my mother. Or you can tell any actions that you were doing. But here it is a specific time. The third one is parallel action. Two actions at the same time. I was studying while he was making dinner. So you were studying, but at the same time he was making dinner, or you were studying, your mother was making dinner. I was studying while my sister was drawing. You are studying, your sister was drawing. Both actions had happened in the past, but not complete, but it was in the past. The next is atmosphere. Atmosphere here refers to the surrounding and the scenario or the situation that had happened in the past. Yesterday, few guests arrived to my house. We were all having a very nice time. We were sharing, so we were seeing the old pictures. So yesterday, guest arriving is one thing, and what you were doing, we were all having a very nice time. We were all talking to each other. Then you were all seeing the previous photos that you had in the house, previous albums that you had in the house. So many actions which talks about the atmosphere. It was a happy environment. Fifth one, repetition and irritation with always. Repetition means again and again repeating the same thing. Irritation means people irritating you, things that makes you angry. Always, she was always coming late to the class. Past continuous tense in the sense, during the past, suppose if you were in the class for 20 days, you attended the class, means all the 20 days she was late to the class. Then repetition. So here coming late is an action. It is repeated for the past 20 days. So what will happen? That will irritate the person, that will irritate a teacher. See, when you are writing your homework, some people would like to listen to music and write the homework. Some people would like to have some noise in the room when they are reading. Some people prefer to have a silent room when they study. So what happens is when you are a person who want a silent room and your brother or sister comes and irritates you, hey, please give me that, please do this, please do that, what will happen? You will get irritated and angry. So repetition and irritation, we use the word always. I'm always late to the class. You are always lazy. You are always this, you are always that. The next is past perfect form. Past perfect form. So the usage of past perfect form is had plus past participle. We use ed plus had. Both in positive as well as negative, we use the past perfect form. So what is the example here? You had studied English before you moved to New York. So what is the meaning here? You were in New York, it's a past tense, but at that time what you were doing? You studied English. The meaning is this entire action had happened in the past, but it is a completed one. It is not continuous, it is a completed one. The same is for a question as well as on the negative aspect. Had you studied English before you moved? You can ask a question. The reply will be yes, I had, yes or no answer you will be giving. So now let us take the usage of past perfect tense. The first one is completed action before something in the past. Your action is complete before something in the past. For example, I had never seen such a beautiful beach before I went to Kuwait. So what are the things here? You had been to Kuwait. Went refers to the past. You went to a beach called Kuwait, but till such time you have never seen such a beautiful beach. For example, imagine yourself you are in Chennai or you are in Goa or any other place you take. Easy example is Chennai. Chennai is famous for so many places, but everyone likes to play in the beach. So, whenever you come to Chennai, we always want to visit Marina Beach. We always want to go for a theme park. So, Marina Beach is something very biggest, which is one of the second largest beach in Asia. So, beach is always fun. You will have lot of things to purchase, lot of things to eat, so many things. So, how you will frame the sentence? I went to Marina Beach last month is a past tense. When I went to Marina Beach, I purchased lot of items. When I went to Marina Beach, I had a very nice time playing with my friends. Past perfect continuous tense. So, now here what is the meaning is, you went to Marina Beach is a past tense. You have never visited Marina Beach. This is the first time you are visiting Marina Beach. So, it was looking very beautiful. I had never seen such a beautiful beach before I went to Marina. So, in your lifetime, the first time you are going to Marina Beach, before that you have not visited any other beach. So, it is a completed action before something in the past. The second is duration before something in the past. We had that car for 10 years before it broke down. You are having a car or a cycle, you have a cycle. Always on the first cycle we will have it very close to our heart. So, we had that cycle for 10 years before it broke it. So, the cycle is there with you. You are having that cycle for 10 years, but till 10 years you are having that cycle with you. It was in a good condition. So, here we talk about 10 years talks about the duration, and having that cycle for the past 10 years, it talks about the something which you had in the past. So, is it clear till now? Past perfect tense. The last is past perfect continuous tense. As I told earlier, continuous always we use ing. Here the formation of past perfect continuous tenses had plus been plus verb plus ing. In a positive, in a statement, question as negative, all these three places we use this. You had been waiting there for more than 2 hours when she finally arrived. So, what is the past action here? Arrived is a past tense. For how many hours you have been waiting? For 2 hours. What were you doing for the 2 hours? You have been waiting. So, the meaning is she has not yet arrived. Till such time she came here, you have been waiting. Your teacher is asking you to come to the staff room. But the teacher comes late. So, what you will say? I was waiting, I had been waiting here for 3 hours till the teacher arrived. So, teacher came late to the staff room, but till the teacher arrived to the staff room, you had been waiting for the teacher. The usage of past perfect continuous tense. Duration before something in the past. What is that? They had been talking for over an hour before Tony arrived. So, Tony is yet to come to the place. See, suppose you have a small park near your house. You have decided to meet your friends, because due to corona, now only this relaxation has been, lockdown has been relaxed. So, now you have decided to meet your friends. So, till such time there are 5 friends of there, 5 of you are there. You have decided, all the 5 of you decided to meet. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and come, but one is coming late. So, till the 5th friend is coming late, what you will be doing? They had been talking for over an hour before Tony arrived. You have planned to meet at 5 o'clock, but your friend came at 6 o'clock. So, that for 1 hour what you are doing? You are talking with your friends. So, what you will say? We had been talking for over an hour before you arrived. The next is cause of something in the past. Jason was tired because he had been jogging. You come from school, you are so tired. Your mom will ask you, why are you so tired? What you will say? Mom, I was tired because I had been running through the ground. So, it is a past perfect continuous tense, an action, a completed action due to which you are tired, but it is not complete because of the continuous process only you are tired. So, I hope this 4 tenses are clear for you. Now, I have given you few questions, 2 questions from each tense. Let us see one example. I dashed to the mall after school. What is the answer? I went to the mall after school. My brother and sister dash playing tennis at 11 a.m. yesterday. So, brother and sister, it is not was, it is were. Suppose in this sentence, I dash playing tennis means you can write was. But here two people are involved, so you have to write were. Then, I had never dashed her before. I had never seen her before. Be form of verbs. The last is, my dad dashed smoking in the garage. So, it is not had, it is had been. So, today we saw the various forms of simple past, past continuous, past perfect tense and past perfect continuous tense. So, I hope you all followed this, and I want you to complete the exercises that is given in the textbook. One important advice for answering all the tenses in your book is, do not answer by seeing the options. Read the sentence, understand the meaning, understand the context on which it is given. As I told you, the various usages. Understand that and then answer to the question. The last is, what is limiting you from learning? Your limitation, it is not your imagination. It is only your imagination. There is no factor that limits us. Limit means stopping you. You want to learn English, you want to do maths. This is not only for English but for all the subjects. It is a life learning lesson. I am not able to write, I don't have a good handwriting, I don't have a good skin. So many difficulties we have. So what is limiting you? It is only what we imagine. If you think it is easy, it is easy. If you think it is difficult, it is difficult. It is all what matters in the mind. You all love Android phone. You all love ice creams. Do you have, suppose I am giving you ice cream, 10 ice creams I am giving you. You will keep on eating. 11th ice cream, your stomach is full, but still you have a feel to eat. So what is limiting you? Only your imagination. So it is just for an example I told you ice cream, but you like just because you like ice cream, nothing is limiting you from taking that. The same is for studies. A person who never made a mistake, never tried anything. This is also important. We make lot of mistakes. Everybody makes mistake. I too make a mistake. You make a mistake. Your teachers make a mistake. Your parents, everybody makes a mistake. But mistakes are a learning lesson. A person who never made a mistake, never tried anything new. We have to learn from the mistake. I hope this class was very informative for you, and please keep on practicing English. Unless and until you practice English, it is very difficult to learn English. Don't think it as a subject, think it as a language. When you learn it as a language, you can love English. Thank you.